Anybody showing up? Still not. All right. Yeah. If you are in it, then that's you. That's right. All right. So welcome to Utah Live. My name is Michael, and this is our live session for my YouTube channel called Utah Live. And this channel is about Tai Chi Qigong, and so what I'm showing is some Tai Chi movements. Okay, I'm transition from one movement to another in a very kind of natural way. Right, but we'll start. When more people are showing up, and I'll give a brief introduction of what Tai Chi Qigong is and what our live session agenda will be. If you have any questions, if you just join my room, if you have any questions, you can type on screen, and then we'll get started. Right. So what I'm showing is some movements. I basically am combining them in a very natural way. I'm not following any kind of pre-designed sequence. Yes, we have all the traditional sequence, and I also have my kind of sequence. But Tai Qigong, in fact, is about three things: body movements, mindfulness, and a breathing pattern. Okay, breathing pattern. Still nobody showing up? Yeah. Okay. You can log out maybe a little bit. Yeah. And Tai Chi Qigong is a wonderful art. Has a long tradition, and but at the same time, but it will be recorded anyway. It's actually automatically published on YouTube, but that's fine. All right. So what I'm doing first, welcome to my session. My name is Michael, and this channel and also my live session is about Tai Chi Qigong, and I'm the owner of this channel and also the instructor for Tai Chi Qigong. A little bit of information about myself. I'm currently a professor in a major university in the States, and I'm about to actually retire. I plan to retire. Of course, I don't have to retire, but I want to share this wonderful art called the Tai Chi Qigong with people who are interested. And also my research is also kind of related, because my current research is about aging and physical activity for during aging. All right, and also the benefits of physical activity and so on. All right, so myself I started my Tai Chi Qigong when I was in college, mainly due to a injury I suffered from regular sports, and in my knees, to be precise. I went, of course, to get help from conventional medical treatments, but it didn't help. So I kind of resorted to Tai Chi Qigong, and but not right away. But it took about 2 years when I learned from different schools and tried the different things. But eventually, I think about 2 years, finally, I practiced the one type of Tai Chi Qigong, and in a month, my knee basically recovered fully. So since then, I've been practicing Tai Chi Qigong. It's been about 35 years now, and I also learned a great deal from different schools, from different masters, and also I studied Tai Chi Qigong myself, based on my own practice and so on. So I designed a system called the Baha system. Baha is short for balance and harmony. So the full name for my system is called the Balance and Harmony System for Tai Chi Qigong. and it also incorporates modern science, especially modern medical science, and other advances in in science in general, in particular in bioscience, in biomedics and so on. So I think the Baha system for Tai Chi Qigong is a combination of tradition and modern technology and science. So it's different from more traditional schools. So so I don't want to be negative about more traditional schools. They all have their lineage and so on, but at the same time, there are pros and cons always. Okay, but at the same time, there's a lot of historical remnants that may not be, in fact, correct even, or may not be even beneficial. All right, but so the system I developed, I think, will focus on verifiable techniques and the results, so that common practitioners, especially people above 45, middle age or advanced age groups, will really benefit from it, right? So, for example, the martial arts side of Tai Chi Qigong or Tai Chi, and a lot of schools, huh? It's okay, nobody. I'm talking about the new topics, right? Huh? All right, okay, so welcome to Utah Live. And this is Michael, and we started a live session a couple of days ago, but it seems like it didn't receive much attention. So I'm kind of babbling myself because I want to share with you, okay, my experience, a little bit more information about myself and my system. All right, so of course I didn't prepare for a long speech. If you are in my room, welcome. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right. So how about we go back to my agenda, and let me give you a kind of a standard brief introduction to my Tai Chi Qigong. So now, what is Tai Chi Qigong? So Tai Chi Qigong, in my definition, is a body, mind, energetic exercise, right? And it's different from all the other exercises. Even some traditional Tai Chi schools, even lineages, because we're gonna focus on the energy. So what is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is an ancient Chinese phrase, existed at least 3,000 years ago. And now the original meaning of Tai Chi is a form of energy. Okay, it's a form of primordial energy. Now associate this phrase to a particular kind of Tai Chi school. I don't want to give the names, not try to be controversial. Only about, I think, not less than 100 years ago. So Tai Chi as a phrase existed 3,000 years ago, but it attached to one particular school. I don't want to give you a name, even style. I studied, of course, the traditional styles myself, only about 100 years ago, maybe less. Okay, maybe less. So Tai Chi originally means the form of a form of primordial energy. It was believed to exist before the creation of the universe. And after creation of the universe, Tai Chi as the foundational form of energy still exists. It is in everything. It is in our body. It's also the foundation of all lives on earth. And so that's what Tai Chi originally meant. And in the tradition of Qigong, of using movements and meditation and breathing techniques to exercise, take advantage of this form of energy. That tradition existed at least 3,000 years. All right. So there's a lot of knowledge and history in Tai Chi Qigong, but unfortunately, right now the most popular may not be the original Tai Chi any longer. Anyway, so I give you a definition already. Let's just stick to what we do. So Tai Chi is a form of energy. Now, what is Qigong? Two words. Okay, Qi means Qi has actually a Chinese character, has a lot of meanings, and there's no single English translation because multiple meanings, and two meanings relevant to us. So first meaning is indeed qi is the air we breathe in and breathe out. So that's qi. All right, that's a common meaning, and specifically in Chinese tradition, philosophy, medicine, and even religion, qi actually refers to the flow of energy. So we can talk about our body, and for example, our lung. Okay, lung has its own energy. Yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. It's the same thing. So I just want to finish the Qigong. So Qi, the second meaning is the energy flow, right? That's what the Qi means. So if we are talking about our lung, lung has its energy, okay? The energy of lung is called the lung Qi, okay? And liver has its own energy, and the energy of liver is called the liver Qi, and so on. So some of you may know a Chinese classic on medicine called the Yellow Emperor's Classic, and in it, at least the qi was mentioned 2,000 to 3,000 times, referring to different types of energy in our body. So second meaning of qi is energy flow, and gong means three things: the amount of work we put into, or the work we put into practice. Second is the skills we learn, develop, acquire, master in practice. Third is the results, the achievements. So gong means the work, the skills, and the achievements. All right, so put together, Tai Chi Qigong, we're gonna use our work, techniques to exercise the internal energy, the inner energy of our body. For the goal is health benefits. Okay, that's the first goal, health benefits, both physical health benefits as well as mental health benefits. All right, so that's what Tai Chi Qigong is. And three things, okay, I mentioned them already, we actually do in Tai Chi Qigong. All three things will make a practice or exercise a Tai Chi Qigong practice or exercise. The first thing is we're going to use slow, gentle, mindful movements, okay, instead of fast, hard movements, right? So slow, gentle, mindful movements. And the second one is we're going to apply, master specific external breathing pattern or techniques, as well as internal breathing patterns or techniques, right? Breathing patterns or techniques. Third one is mindfulness, okay? We're going to be mindful of our whole body, and as well as we'll be mindful of some specific movements, energy flow inside our body, right? So, so put them together: slow motion, breathing techniques, plus proper mindfulness will make a Tai Chi Qigong movement. Anything short of that is not Tai Chi Qigong. Okay, it's not a energetic kind of exercise. All right, so that's the definition. Any questions? If you are still in the room, okay, you are interested, or you have any questions, you can always ask and type on the screen. All right. So I'll ask my assistant. Still people in the room or no? How many? Yeah. So if you're in the room, welcome to my session. This is Michael, and my channel or my live session is about Tai Chi Qigong. All right. So I can demo one, okay, one for you right now, and we'll talk about it. Of course, in the past two sessions, I covered the horse stance, beginning form, recentering of energy, and these things. But today, I'll probably take a different approach. I'll just show you one movement, and then I'll explain why it's Tai Chi Qigong, why it's different from the usual exercise. So this movement is from a traditional sequence called 8 pieces of brocade. And the name for it, English name for it, is 2 hands reaching down to the feet, right? That's very simple. I just put my 2 palms, okay, if I can put actually my 2 palms on my feet, right? And then stand up. All many people do is like this, right? They put the palms on the floor, right? And up. What's the purpose? For most exercise, it's to stretch the hamstring, okay, hamstring, so that we'll have better flexibility, right? As a preparation for running, for jumping, for shooting hoop, for other sports, right? That's, usually this is for. Now we actually do also this in Tai Chi Qigong, but the purpose is not targeting the hamstring, okay? It's actually try to use this movement to activate, exercise the energy inside our body. So how we do it? All right? So I'm going to show you the side view or the front view. Right? I'm going to show you the side view because my palms are going to be on the back, okay? So if I show you the front view, you cannot see me. All right, but I will show you the side view first, then I will do the front view, right? So I have my feet apart by shoulder width. Okay, a little bit wider will be fine. First, I'll bend my knees slightly, kind of squat down. Okay, it's called squatting. If I really want to squat down, right? This is squatting, right? The famous Chinese or Asian squatting, right? But of course, I don't do that, right? I don't do that. Okay, what I do is I bend my knees slightly. Okay, our body upright and relaxed. Okay, this is called horse stance, foundational posture for Tai Chi Qigong. All right, now I'm gonna lift my palms. Inhale, that's the breathing pattern. Further up. Right, I'm gonna bend my palms backward, fingers pointing to the back. Lift up my chin, eyes gazing upward. Right. Then I push my palms to the sky. Meanwhile, recenter my head, rotate my palms. Now palms facing each other. Inhale, then I drop my palms. Exhale, calm down, palms coming down, passing my face, and my knee joints are up at the same time, slightly bending, and coordinate with my palms. All right, now my palms stop at my chest. I rotate my palms facing the sky, and I stand up, pull my palms to my chest, or under my armpits, okay? Right, that's the posture. After that, this is the inhale, and I further move my palms to my back, okay? Two palms cover my back. All right, now I start to massage myself down, okay? Meanwhile, my head and my upper body is bending over and down. My palms keep massaging myself down. I'm dropping my head, then gently, my palms reaching to the heels, okay, fingers holding the heels. Then I move my palms to the front, and now palms cover the feet physically. All right, and I want to be mindful of, okay, imagine indeed the palms and the feet, fingers and toes connected. Then I push my palms forward, lift up my head. Inhale and exhale, lift up my palms, up body, and palms further up, above my head. I want to close it. I drop my palms down. Exhale, sit into horse stance. All right, and now I want to end it. I spread my palms to the front. Inhale, and then bring the palms back to my lower belly. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two palms on top of each other and on your lower belly. Right? Then inhale, stand up, close your eyes. Exhale, relax. Couple more breaths and relax further. And gently open your eyes and drop your palms. All right, so this is one round of two hands reaching to the feet. All right, so a lot more going on, and now that's your body, okay? That's your energy, and for a lot of most of yours, okay, probably this first time, okay, if you give it a try, your mind and your movements touch actually your own energy. All right, so now you may ask, like, why we need to do that, right? So my question is, why you need to run? Why you need other exercises, right? Of course, you know, our energy is essential for our life, for our health, all right? And now how about the running? How about the jumping? How about kicking, soccer? And they're all exercises. They all require consume energy, but the energy used for regular sports are mostly so-called coarse energy. Okay, those energies are for our muscle dynamics, and so the current understanding is that, especially in the West, is that why exercise will have benefit, will have health benefit. They believe that the muscles are like when the muscles are under stress, they will overwork, so they start to give out more molecules, okay, proteins, not just benefit for the muscles, to sustain muscle functionality or extreme performance, and the extra release the molecules from the muscles will get into the bloodstream and then circulate around and to benefit other organs and so on. Right? Is that true? To a certain degree, yes. Okay, that's true, but that's just a grossly simplified way to look into what exercise is. Right? I'm a scholar. Actually, I study in this area, and this is to a certain degree misunderstanding, our body, because the Western medical view really regard our body as like a car. Okay, these are parts. This is transmission. This is the engine, and this is the gasoline. And okay, but our life is more sophisticated. Okay, than the simplest, the reductionist view, mechanical view of our body. All right, but the mechanical view is correct to a certain degree, right? But it just misses maybe the whole picture. All right, so that's why our energy body is kind of ignored. And now another, in physiology, in anatomy, we know that we have the so-called nervous system. Yeah, so nervous system is getting a little bit closer to our energy body. Okay? And so on. All right, let me not digress too far. So I just demonstrated. So more to come. Demonstrated the Tai Chi Qigong movement of two hands reaching to the feet, and why it's different from the usual kind of movement, and why it will have a tremendously different effects on our health. All right, any questions if you are in the room? How many people are there? Two? Basically one? Yeah, okay. So maybe you and Chen Chen, I think that my student, all right. Okay, so it seems like our YouTube channel and also YouTube live session. Okay, don't cough. It's also give me kind of all right. So so my YouTube channel seems like, because we didn't really we started about a year and a half ago, and we published quite a few videos on different sequences and modules. And if you are in the room, you can explore my YouTube channel, many videos there. And so we kind of stopped for about a year, a little bit more than a year, and now we want to restart it, resume it, including we will start to give live sessions. And we did well in other platforms, but YouTube probably the algorithm didn't find us yet, or somehow it's not in their algorithm at all. All right, so we'll still continue to promote, and hopefully it will work out, and we'll get more views, and more viewers would actually be benefiting from this wonderful art. And my Tai Chi Qigong is unique, and it's based on my 35 years of practice and study. And I think it's a wonderful art, and hopefully more people will have the opportunity to give it a try and see what kind of difference it will make to their health, okay? Especially for people middle age and above. And this Tai Chi Qigong, the proper Tai Chi Qigong is a wonderful exercise and can be a major component in any physical activity regimen they are engaging or they are doing. And also Tai Chi Qigong is suitable for everybody, even for people with very limited mobility. Tai Chi Qigong is also gonna be possible. So the famous saying or the quote is, as long as we can breathe, we can do Tai Chi Qigong. Why? Because it's energetic exercise. Of course, movement, breathing pattern, a technique, and mindfulness, the three components are all important. But if your mobility is limited, so that may not be able to move freely, but any movement will be helpful. Plus, we can be mindful and we can breathe, okay, using applied breathing techniques, and so that we can, even with limited mobility, we can still do Tai Chi Qigong. Okay, that's basically what the quote is about. As long as we can breathe, and we can do Tai Chi Qigong. And as I said, energy, energy, energy. Energy is the foundation of life. Okay, why we are still alive. And we can lose ability. For example, mobility. For example, some people actually met a gentleman in a senior house. I was teaching Tai Chi there, and unfortunately, okay, one of his leg was amputated, right? Amputated. I'm sorry. But I said, no problem. Why it's a problem? We can still do Tai Chi Qigong, and in fact, just a little bit of inconvenience. Still, Tai Chi Qigong is a good exercise, and will still keep him going and become more healthy. Yeah. All right. Any questions from the viewers? All right. So let me maybe demonstrate another form. Also I have the video on my YouTube. It's from module 3, and I plan to teach it much late. Okay, it's about, I think some viewers may be interested. It's about our internal energy and the energy in our environment. Okay, that's called internal energy, external energy. Okay, internal energy and external energy. So big question is, we all feel if we go sometimes, our mood, and sometimes we feeling of our overall well-being depends on the weather, right? So if this is a wonderful spring day and you step out and looking at the flowers and yes, yes and no. Okay. Oh yeah. So the question is whether Tai Chi can lead to longevity. Yeah, and the answer is yes and no. Okay. Yes, because if you do it properly, if you learn from the right type of Tai Chi, and it will first make you healthy, maintain your energy level, and you will live longer. All right. For example, the 8-piece of brocade I'm teaching, it's a traditional sequence. It's been around 500 years. That's another name for it. You can also go, it's not just my saying, you can Google it, called 8 pieces of brocade. Other names, you can Google it. One name for it, popularly known, is this is the sequence for observe that people regularly do 8 pieces of brocade. Regularly means that almost every day, okay? And they tend to live much longer. So the sequence is famously known as a Tai Chi sequence for longevity. All right, now why I said also no, okay? If you check, for example, the school, many traditional schools, okay? I don't want to give you the names, you can find out, traditional Tai Chi schools, okay? Check their masters, check how long they lived. And unfortunately, I have to tell you, okay, they live actually even below the average, lifespan in China. Very unfortunate. And for example, if you have a Tai Chi master, again, I don't want to name names, they are overweighted, clearly off the shape. Okay, they are medical indices they will not show you, really bad. Okay, and some actually suffer from stroke at a very young age. And but they are claimed that they are really, really famous. Okay, they have a lot of followers. So can I tell you Tai Chi will make you live longer? I cannot. right? But so that's famous Tai Chi and famous Tai Chi gurus, tens of thousands of followers, okay, but totally out of shape, totally, even in terms of the health condition, below average. Yeah, why? That's a big question. Why? Okay, why? Okay, I will not. Of course, I don't want to be negative. I want to be positive, and everything exists for a reason, right? So if you learn the right type of Tai Chi, and yes, of course, it will help you in terms of improve your health, well-being, and further, it will make you live longer. Yeah. All right. So yes and no. Big question, but that's all the information currently I can provide. All right. Thank you for your question. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. So next I will quickly demo. Okay. As I said, another sequence. Okay, it's the beginning of the sequence called lift up chi and powering down. Okay, so this is a sequence to kind of communicate, especially to yourself, inner energy or internal energy with external energy, right? I already started a little bit. So why we look at the sun, the moon, and the mountain, a beach, ocean, and first it gives us some kind of awe, right? It struck us, okay, so beautiful it is. Second, we feel like we have also received some vibe, okay, will be affected. Our energy level will be lifted. Yeah. So the big question is, can we communicate our inner energy or internal energy with external energy? Okay, to a certain degree, that can we take advantage of existing positive, good external energy? The question again is very good, big question, and the answer will be yes and no. Okay, yes and no. And for example, you can check a lot of videos. Okay, in Tai Chi Qigong or in other traditions, and instructors or gurus, master talk a lot about the external energy and how you have the absorb energy from the environment and how to enhance you. All right, so treat it as a meditation technique. That's all fine. That's all fine, right? For example, I always tell the story when I teach Tai Chi Qigong, and sometimes I use, of course, we actually use the meditation techniques from time to time. And I tell them that late night, you cannot fall asleep, right? So one technique is that I will have some music on. Okay, the music will be a natural music, music with, light music with natural sound, waves, beach, chirping of birds, and breathing, breeze. And so I listen to it. I imagine that I'm lying on a beach, beautiful beach, wide ocean, open ocean, clouds, and the breeze. Okay, so comfortable. And gradually I fall asleep, right? So it's imagination. And the imagination give you self-energy, or calm down your mind, regulate your energy. Yes. Okay, so to that degree, we can take advantage of the external energy, right? So you look at the beautiful scene and weather, sun, and your mind will say, okay, how about I use this beautiful environment to kind of regulate my own internal energy, calm them down, and maybe excite some of them, so I will be in a much better mind state and physical state. All right, that's fine. Okay, that's basically through your mindfulness, imagination, and you take advantage of the positive energy in the environment. All right, that's all fine, always fine. But now, if I say, okay, this is so beautiful, and this is sunlight, and there's energy. Can I directly absorb this energy into my body? Right? And if you ask other masters, and they probably, I don't know, they probably cannot offer answer. Some say immediately yes, right? And that would lead to the downsides. All right. So you will probably ask my question, right? Or my answer. Yeah, my answer is yes. Okay. So I said no already to a certain degree, right? But yes is that our body energy and external energy, they can only communicate at a very foundational level. All right. Foundational level means that, in fact, all the molecules, what's going on, our consciousness, okay, if you know quantum mechanics, okay, advanced physics, okay, in fact, the idea that our whole body is isolated, okay, in just this physical kind of solid object, that's illusional. Okay, at the foundation, at the level of atoms, at levels of electrons, and so on. Okay, quantum mechanics. Okay, so our sense of this is a solid body, totally isolated from our environment, right? That's also illusional. That's wrong. That's wrong. Of course, we're exchanging, atoms. So about, I think, 8 months. Is that 8 months? Yeah, I forgot the exact number. Basically, we're gonna replace all the atoms. Okay, in our body, current body, for example, myself with 8 months, and all the atoms will be replaced, okay, by new atoms we absorb through breathing and food and the whole body. So it's a new body, right? So at that level, yes, even in terms of material, we exchange, okay, with the environment, and we can gonna also exchange, okay, at the energy level, right? So the answer is yes, but at a much lower foundational level. Can we do it daily? Okay, it depends on your level. Okay, ordinary people cannot. Okay, you have to advance in Tai Chi Qigong to very high level, advanced level. Then there's a chance that you can exchange some energy, but the energy you're gonna exchange with the environment will be raw in the sense that they will not be directly useful for you. And then there are different schools, different good traditional, authentic schools. Only a few, only a number, few, not all the other, whoever claiming, and you can do it. But again, the techniques are very advanced, very risky. On the other hand, and not for ordinary people. Unfortunately. All right. So that's all the information I can share with you. And in my system, of course, I have that component, and I learned it from a great master in China who is still alive, and he started a different path, different from some Taoist traditional school. Yeah. If you want to know more information about the Taoist school that can actually do this, it's called internal alchemy, right? Some of you heard about it, but again, this is a very advanced topic and not really useful. Could be totally misleading for beginners yet. So my recommendation for beginners, only start to consider it after you have at least 10 years practice of Tai Chi Qigong, okay, or Qigong in general. After you have 10 years, and at least you tried several different schools. Okay, if you follow one school, you have to be really lucky, okay, to meet a real master, okay, that can really share with you real experience and real insights. Otherwise, be very risky. Okay, be very risky. My recommendation is you have to be an experienced Tai Chi Qigong practitioner or Qigong practitioner, very knowledgeable, and then consider the next step. Yeah. All right. That's all the information I want to share with you. Any other questions? Okay. Right, so the video probably will be published on YouTube. I don't know if I talk too much at this stage, but let me still demo. Then we'll call it off. Okay, I'll demo a short sequence, for the module 3, and this sequence not mine. I adopted it from, a school, a Qigong school, and I modified the movements a little bit. That's all I did. Right. Okay, let me do it maybe in a kind of a shortened version, abridged version. All right, so I basically demonstrated the beginning and ending form of the sequence about okay exchange or basically it's about not exchange, it's about collecting some type of energy from the environment into our body, and it's called the sequence. I have a video on my YouTube channel called "Lift Up the Chi is energy." Okay, pouring down to your crown. Okay, to your crown. But what it really does is that it uses movements and meditation or mindfulness to kind of collect this type of chi. Okay, into through your palms and your feet, right, and the particular so-called gates of your body, to collect this primitive form of chi into your body. Yeah, so it's called lift of chi and pouring down. Okay, that's basically what I just demonstrated, and so I incorporated it as a more advanced module in my system. Only when we do Tai Chi Qigong, we know our energy already, and to make our internal energy, in some sense, okay, more abundant and more vibrant and more sensitive. Yeah. After that, then we're going to use this module to supply the raw material. In other words, the primordial form of chi, supply more into our body, so that we can use art techniques to further combine, this foundational kind of form of chi and other types of chi in our body, and to have health benefits. Yeah. So that's basically the general idea. All right. I think, yeah, I'm not sure if still viewers in the room. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right, I know. So the YouTube channel probably we need to work on it and see how to promote it. At least we're gonna have some viewers, and so we can continue. Yeah, we'll find out how to promote, and so we'll have more viewers, and then viewers will maybe gradually come in, and then we'll make it more popular, in other words. Otherwise, we'll consider other ways, okay, to do it. Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much it for this session, and we just started it, and we'll try different ways to see how we're gonna promote on this platform. And YouTube is a wonderful platform, and we don't think we will give up on it. We just want to find a way how to promote it, and so that it will reach actually more viewers. All right, thank you all for tuning in, and keep posted, and we probably will try again, but we need to figure out a few things, okay, before we really run this live session formally and regularly. All right, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.